What's up, everybody? Today, I'm going to take you through all my best strategies for bounce house marketing. We're going to cover everything from signs and hats all the way to Facebook and Google ads. So I made this. This was custom made. It cost me like 40 bucks. It was a terrible idea because every time you go to somebody's house, their contract is right in front of the logo. It's a total waste. As I go through each of these, please, in the comments, ask me your questions and then give me your feedback. It's very important for me as I go through and read every single one of those comments, which I do. It helps me know what videos you guys need and what content is helping the most. Most of this stuff I just made up. I just did this all naturally. I kind of created everything from scratch, and I'm just trying to help by teaching it to others, but the comments and the feedback really help me hone in on what's giving you guys the most value. And then do yourself a favor. Open the description, and in there, as I go through all of these, I've got each one of them linked. And it's going to take you to a mostly blanked out version of what I use, and you can create your own that way. Just trying to do everything I can to help. All right, so first things first, let's kick this off with one of my favorites, the yard sign. So here is my yard sign. As you can see, it's pretty basic, right? Now this one's old, okay? So this I made this well over a year ago before I had a website. But you basically see the logo, which is your most important thing. Then down here I've got our phone number, and then it's got our Facebook link, okay? My new ones are a little more simple, and that's what I've got linked in the description, where it's got the logo, and then down here in yellow, it says book with us online, and then it just has my URL. And I make the URL in blue so it almost looks like it's on a web page where you can click it. So the reason I love the yard sign is two main reasons. Number one, you put that up, it's big, it's bold, it's in the face. Anybody that follows me on my Instagram, which is @NicoGlass, you'll see me post videos and pictures of my setups after I set up a bounce house or a water slide, and those are in the shot a lot. It's just a great way to advertise. Yes, I've got the Velcro signs up there too, but this just makes a bolder statement, especially when you set up in the front yard. That's right. You set that out a little bit more towards the street. It says the jump off to everybody that walks by or drives by. You got a giant water slide in the front yard, almost everybody's slowing down and they're gonna see your sign, okay? It's easy to take a picture of, it's very memorable. The other reason I love it so much is when they're not on the slide, the kids are not playing on the slide, and it's in the front yard, it's deflated. Everybody still knows what it is. This sign stays up. The ones you put on Velcro on the bounce house, those are hidden when it's deflated. The yard sign is always visible. This thing is clutch. I love them. So I make these on Vistaprint, right around 20 bucks, and then I pay for the upgraded black plastic sign holder. I just think it looks a little nicer, but you can go on Amazon, which I have in my garage, and buy a 50 pack for very cheap, and they'll last forever. The yard sign, pretty clutch. So the second thing we're gonna cover is the on-unit Velcroed sign. So these are the ones that I make. Got the logo over here, reserve online with the URL, and then in big bold yellow, the phone number. The reason I love these is because you stick them on the bounce house, I never take them off. They just stay up there always and forever, and it's just like a rolling billboard you never have to really deal with. Okay, how do I make them? So this actual artwork I make on canva.com. Once it's made, I send it over to a local printer. They crush these. I absolutely love what they turn out, okay? Once I go pick it up, all I do is I have a very basic 2-inch Velcro that I buy on Amazon, linked in the description, and you just have the roll. It's sticky, so you just cut the length that you need, unstick it, bam, stick it on there, and it's pretty much good to go. I take the extra precaution, I actually sew it as well, okay? I just sew one line with a regular sewing machine right along the black, so you can't really see it, just as an extra precaution so it doesn't fall off. Then, you're good to go. You've got your bounce house Velcro sign ready to rip. All right, item number 3 for my bounce house marketing strategy. This one is a killer. Literally might be the single best thing that I do for word of mouth. It's the fridge magnet. I give this to every single person that rents from me, and I tell them, this is important. When you give it to them, don't just say, here's a magnet. You've got to be memorable. So I say, here, I brought you a magnet for your fridge. Now you'll remember us forever. And they're always super stoked. So let me show you how these work. So again, I make these on Canva, and actually here is how it looks. So once I make it on Canva, it's the size of a business card. Because on Vistaprint, they sell business card magnets. That's a lot of real estate to cover for creative, and then it's just kind of big. I just always thought it was big, so whatever. The first time I ever made them, which this is the first round from like a year ago, they're not as professional looking. Okay, there you see the difference. But I just decided I don't need a whole entire business card size one. I'm going to cut them in half. So what I do is I make one logo that is half of a business card and then just double it up when I go into Vistaprint, okay? Then I take these and I cut them. I actually use my wife has like a scrapbooking coupon cutter thingy, little blade slider deal. That's what I use to cut them. And then once they're cut in half, she also has this little scrapbooker dealie, which cuts your corners off, makes your corners rounded. So then the finished product is just a little bit more professional looking. But this bad boy is in so many houses, on so many fridges in southern Louisiana, it would boggle your mind. And then, you know what happens at every party, they end up in the kitchen anyway, right? And so when they're in the kitchen and somebody says, hey, Joey, where'd you get the bounce house? Oh, I don't remember. It's on the fridge. What is it again? Oh, that's right. It's the jump off. The magnet is lethal. This bad boy is my single best thing I think I've ever created for marketing. All right, number 4, the flyer. This goes hand in hand with the magnet. So everybody at every drop off gets one of these, and then they get one of these. And so this is a 4x6 flyer that I make again. I make on Canva and then import over to Vistaprint and buy the giant stack. I've got stacks and stacks and stacks here. Okay, they're very cheap. But the thing I love about them the most is it's a good way, and really it's the only way in my opinion, that you can give your client a call to action. So it says, leave us a review. And then it tells them that they're going to get an email one day after the booking to leave us a review, which my rental software does. Show off your pics. You know, if you guys take pictures, cool. Please tag us in them, send them to us, whatever. Makes for great marketing that way, okay? Share us on your HOA, your homeowners association Facebook page. That way you can infiltrate a neighborhood and you can start to dominate, okay? Thank you for your support. Another reminder of where to find us, okay? The URL. And then at the top is my favorite call to action. Spread the word. You're literally telling them, please tell everyone about us, okay? So you give them this, it helps you immensely, but you still have to do an outstanding job. They're not going to spread the word if you suck, okay? Then on the back, I just invented this recently. These are my other 2 businesses. So I have a junk hauling business, and then in the winter, I have a Christmas light installation business where we do custom fitted Christmas lights for businesses and homes, okay? And so it just says, check out our other ventures, and I've got my other 2. I have had the idea of actually, right, because my old ones were blank. And so I used to use these old ones, and I would write like a thank you note or whatever. I had the idea of selling this real estate here to maybe a pizza place, maybe a place that does other rentals that I don't do, you know, snowball machines, that kind of stuff. But to this point, I'm just advertising myself. But I just thought, I've got the back, may as well use it. But the flyer is awesome. The other way I use these, I don't really have business cards. People say, hey, can I get your business card? They get this because it is the one-stop shop for everything. And when was the last time you asked somebody for a business card and got something big like this that you can like remember and hang on to? You know you have a stack of business cards somewhere in your closet or in your office that you've gotten from people and haven't looked at in 2+ years, and that stack just grows and grows and grows, and you care less and less and less. That, I think, is a little more memorable. But the 4x6 flyer, linked in the description. Okay, we're going to move on to another big one, literally and figuratively. So I drive around all the time, and in southern Louisiana, there is a ton of people like me, other bounce house operators of various sizes. I don't ever know who they are. They drive a truck and a trailer with slides on it and a dolly. I don't know who they are. But guess what? Everybody knows who we are because I got a giant magnet on my freaking trucks. Okay, we have 2 trucks. This one is for my white truck. I just had this made. It came out killer. Vistaprint, link in the description. I've got to trim off the white edges a little bit, but I got a white truck, so I'm not too worried about it. But I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to trim off the white, round up the edges, and this looks beautiful. I put it on the back door of my trucks, and it spreads the word as we drive down the freeway. I actually have had phone calls to me before of people driving next to me asking if I got slides for this weekend or I got slides for this holiday or whatever. These things work, and they work great, okay? Mine is obvious, logo, okay? And then I decided to name my company the Jump Off Bounce House and Waterslide instead of like inflatables, whatever. I just like to be different. So I've got Bounce House and Waterslide, and at the bottom in black, trying to be a little more bold, I've got the URL. But this is like rolling billboard down the highway. They're awesome. I highly recommend these. All right, the last thing I'm going to cover is the shirts, the hats, the beer koozies. Basically, go find yourself with somebody who does screen printing. I use a local company here called Pennington's Hardware. And then I just start working with the screen printer to figure out what works best. This is the latest round of shirts I just picked up last week, and Jennifer absolutely killed these. I got hoodies, I got jackets. Okay, that's like a quarter zip. And then this is the hats. So Jennifer actually does the hats for me as well. I pay $10 a hat. That's embroidered, that's everything out the door. $10 per hat, okay? This shirt is just under $10 a piece. I get tank tops. I got kids shirts. I got kids hoodies. My neighborhood is full of these red shirts on any given day because all the kids have them. All the adults have them. I'm about ready to run a contest where if you take a picture of our truck, the more slides we have on the trailer, the better the prize you get. So if that trailer's loaded to the gills, dude, you're going to get yourself a little hoodie. If we got just one little slide on it, maybe you're going to get a koozie, a hat, I don't know. These koozies, I believe, are $1 a piece, maybe 76 cents a piece, something like that. This is the old one with the phone number. All this stuff is great, man. I give everybody that works for me gets at least one hat, and depending on the time of year, 2, 3, 4 shirts. We get really hot here in South Louisiana, but I just give them to them. That way, when we're off on drop-offs and pickups, we all match, we're all repping, right? And we look as professional as we actually are, all right? Then, last but not least, is this beauty. So I just had this made by a company called Safari Sun. I actually got the idea for this from one of the YouTube subscribers commented about it, but it's just a leather patch. This hat literally on their website, if this took me 1 minute to make, I'd be shocked, right? Because I already have the logo on my phone. You just hit upload. Then I enlarged it a little bit, and I was like, damn, that looks really good. So I bought this, and then I've got another gray one. I've got one for, I bought 2 more actually for my Christmas light installation business, and this thing is just awesome. It's a Richardson 1112 hat. Super comfortable, and then it looks baller. I mean, look at this thing. SafariSun.com. All right, so that's an awesome glimpse about how I do all of my regular marketing, right? My physical marketing, the signage, all the word of mouth stuff. All right, now I'm gonna take you through and show you exactly how I run my Facebook ads, right? And I am by no means a Facebook ad connoisseur. I'm not an ad agency. I just have done, tested, and kind of figured out what works best for me, okay? So as far as Facebook ads go, here we go. I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it. All right, so we're gonna run this from the business suite, so basically the Facebook page. So open up the app, and then at the bottom right, there's a menu, hit ads, and this is gonna load up every ad that I've ever made, and on the left there, you can see create. So tap that, and then I'm gonna hit get more website visitors. It's gonna load up basically a template of an ad that's already kind of made for you. So I'm gonna fill in my URL with my Waterslide URL. So that way they click it, it goes right to Waterslides, not to my front page, right? Because I'm making a Waterslide ad, I want them to go to Waterslides. Then I'm gonna change the creative here. So we're gonna click over, and then I'm gonna change the main page. So this is set up from page images. So this is all stuff that I've posted from the page, okay? Find a good one that fits well. None of these are fitting well because it's got the aspect ratio is long. So if you scroll down, it'll let you change the aspect ratio. There it is right there. So now it's making a square. So So now it'll be much easier to find ourselves a picture that we like as our first picture. Tiki Plunge 18-footer. Get it centered in the shot there. And that's going to change your picture of your front one. Now I'm going to hit select multiple, and I can go in and hit 4 more pictures that I want. So I got a bounce house combo I'm going to do. We're going to do wipeout. Nope, that one doesn't fit. So we're going to scroll down and do the other wipeout that fits that aspect ratio. Just get it centered. Should have probably just left it alone. Okay, we're going to do another bounce house combo with the flowers in the front. That one was a killer picture. And then I'm going to switch over. This is all the images that I've ran ads on. A lot of the same images, as you'll notice. Or you can flip over to your camera roll, and we're going to allow access. Now, this is everything that's in my camera. Okay, so we're just going to select one from last weekend. And then it's going to load up a little preview. And as you can see, you see the page, and then you get a preview of that next picture. So we're going to scroll down, and then we're going to go over and we're going to change our button. We're going to add a button that says book now. That's going to pop in right there. Then we scroll back up. We're going to hit edit again. We're going to scroll down, and we're going to edit the text. Okay, so we're going to erase all this. That just auto-fills in there. And then you're going to want to put in there something that's catchy, that's going to grab the eye, that they're going to read, and they're going to want to tap your picture, okay? Facebook shows these ads all over the place. In Marketplace, in Stories, in regular feed. So you put something catchy with a little emoji right at the top line, that's going to grab their attention. And under that, if you've ever clicked on a Facebook ad, usually the copy is really, really long, or the written words. It's almost like a blog post. Just keep going. Keep lots and lots of content in there, and then a lot of line breaks too. So it's not one big long run-on sentence, but you want almost little teeny paragraphs. Maybe make a joke or 3. Just be yourself. Post in there whatever's going to make sense for you. And then basically you're just going to keep on typing. You want this thing really long, okay? Then at the very end, you're going to end with some call to action stuff and things you want them to do. So you want them to call your phone number, put your phone number in there. You want them to go to the website, put your website in there. You want to go to your Facebook page, link your Facebook page in there. Then at the end, if you want to have a little bit of fun, do like a PS, and you can say thanks for reading this far. Maybe you give them a coupon code for, some small amount, that's only hidden. It's at the very bottom of the copy, so you know they read the whole thing. Whatever, just have fun with it. But you're going to write all this. You may as well make it memorable. And we're going to throw an emoji in there. Everybody loves the emojis. And again, you can add any links you want down there for specific slides that maybe you have in the ad. You can add in there link to go to your Google reviews, to go to your Facebook reviews. I mean, there's a million different things you can do down there. Just think it through and be creative. Okay, and then below that, we can change the headline on every single picture. So my first one, I like to describe the slide. And then, of course, I'm going to use an emoji. I like that little water spray one. Okay, we're going to put the water spray right at the front. Then we're going to click over to the next one. I like to make that first word a word they're going to notice and want to slide over. So extra day, right? The word extra. Just something that's going to grab their attention. The next one over, now you're going to start kind of being creative. You want to put that you're the best in the business. You want to put that this is the 19-foot slide, or you've got a 24-foot slide, whatever. This next one, I like to let them know we have bounce house water slide combos. This is how many years we've been in business. Again, you can just do as many things as you want here. Okay, and then this last one, 19-foot curve. Just put some, this is the last one they're going to scroll to, so just put something catchy and funny, put something descriptive, just whatever you feel comfortable doing. So then we're going to get a little preview of our ad. We're going to come down, and right now it has us selected as a smart audience. So this is who's going to see your ad. You can do one of people you choose through targeting. So the last ad that I ran was like a Mother's Day one, so it's got a lot of family stuff in it. You can do people who just like your page. So if you have a lot of page likes, it's going to go out to them. My favorite is people who like your page and their friends, because you're kind of staying in the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Pick which one ever works for you. Scroll down. Now this is your budget. So this has you set $5 a day for 10 days straight. Change it to $15 a day. You reach more people. You can go as long as you want. Click the little pencil. You can put in there however many days you want. So let's say we're going to run it for 2 days at $15. You're going to spend $30. Maybe you're going to just test this. Now it's going to load up a little Instagram preview. That's what it looks like on IG. And it's got the carousel so you can swipe, swipe, swipe. And that's it. Facebook ad is done. All right, there you go. Facebook ads. I probably made it look really easy because that process is how I do it all the time. Straight from the Facebook page, right? My copy all is kind of the same. My description's all kind of the same. I like the multi-pictures. You play with it, you figure out what you like, but just get in there and start dabbling with it and think about your ad spend like this. If you go spend $15 and test something and book nothing at all, dude, it's $15. Really not that big of a deal. If you go in there and spend $50, once you figure it out and book one thing, every single thing you have is more than $50, no question, right? You book a big slide, you're talking $300, $400, depending on your market, where you're at, from $50. So my best Facebook ad I've ever ran ever, I spent $110 on it because I had it running, it was doing well, it ran out, so I turned it back on, right? And so it was $55 2 times. I did over $10,000 in sales off that one Facebook ad. It was for my Christmas light business, but still, I just made it in a flash. Like I made it that fast and everything was just happened to be perfect where this thing just went like crazy. I did 10 grand in sales off $110. That's what can happen with Facebook ads. Just keep tweaking it, keep trying it. And then as you learn it a little better, you can go and you can track all the results. You can do a Facebook pixel that tracks everybody going to your website, tracks conversions, all sorts of hairy stuff that I'm not going to get into on this video because you're a business owner, so you can go Google it and figure it all out. I'm giving you the bare bones version there, all right? Okay, so up next, a Google ad, all right? I'm going to walk you through how to do a Google ad to where when somebody searches a keyword you're looking for, they may search the jump off, right? And I buy that as an ad. I may do Waterslide and then the cities I operate in, whatever, but it pops me in the search results first, right? And then it has that little gray part that says sponsored. So those work pretty well too, but now I'm gonna show you how to do those. All right, so we're on the Google website. I'm signed in as myself. I'm gonna hit the little menu here and go to Google My Business. So in order to run this, you gotta have a Google My Business set up. Takes me to my home page, and there you see create an ad. So we're going to click on that, and it's going to load up their ad product. And then kind of like Facebook, it almost does it for you. So as it pops up here, oh, I'm sorry, you'll see the one I have active now. It's a Waterslide run-on-one. And check this out. So it's cost me $36, but I've got 68 people that clicked on it. So you're talking, that's less than $2 a click. But anyways, to make a new one, you click New Campaign. Okay, it's going to ask you what you want. So our main goal is going to be get website sales. So we hit Next. Then, yep, we're going to use info from the Google My Business account for the jump off. We're going to take them to my website, yes. However, we're going to add in the end of the URL to go just to the Waterslide page. Never put it to your home page. Run an ad to the specific page you want. So now it's telling you, okay, on mobile, this is where it's going to go when they click, and on desktop, that's where it's going to go when they click. Yep, that's the Waterslide page. Hit Next. Okay, so now it comes down to writing the ad. So here's where it's just kind of auto-populated for you. So I'm going to type this in real quick, no big deal. You're going to want to be much more thoughtful than I am here with this because I'm just giving you kind of the example. But water slides for rent, we're the best in the biz. Maybe we put, we've got a special going, $60 for an extra day of a rental. And as you can see, as I'm typing in there, oh, we got a nice little word. We're going to put only at the front. But as you can see, as I'm typing in there, it's creating your ad over on the right so you know what it's gonna look like. Description, something sweet, something short, something catchy. So that way they read the blue, bold, and below that, you just want something that's gonna tell them real quick what they're getting themselves into by clicking on this ad. Do you wanna go long and do both? Do you want to do one? The options are endless here. Show a call to action button. Yes, we're going to have them call the phone number for the jump off. We're going to hit next, and it hated everything I did. Okay, so it's yelling at me I can't use all caps. Okay, so we will get rid of the caps. I says excessive capitalization. We're going to erase one of our exclamation points. And we can't have all caps on the word too. Okay, let's go. No, still doesn't like it. It still doesn't like any exclamation points. Okay, get that out of here. Let's go. There we go. Okay, so now it's asking you what keywords you want to go for. It preloads 3 in there. I'm going to take the first one out because it's not relevant to me. Those 2 are good. And then you can start typing in anything you want. And then you'll notice at the bottom, it's kind of suggesting things that might be good for yours. So I'm going to put Waterslide Covington. Major city around here is Covington, Louisiana. I'm going to put Waterslide Covington. One word of Waterslide instead of a space. I want my own self. And people are going to be probably putting in the jump off Waterslide, right? Because you put in the jump off, you get something else. Who knows? You can just keep going. It is going to get mad at me here in just a second. Okay, Mandeville, another major city around here. We're going to hit the enter key. Right, and then down here, we can just start clicking things and adding them in. And then it's going to tell you, slow your roll. 7 to 10 is what's good. So back them out. I like to get between 7 to 10. Those are mostly what I like on there as my keywords. Just do a little bit of keyword research because keyword research will go a long, long way for what you need to target. Okay, hit next. Now it's saying, where do you want this to run? Okay, so it's running in St. Tammany Parish. That's good. That's where I live. It's also running in Tangipahoa. That's not good. We don't deliver all the way up there. Very often, at least. So St. Tammany Parish. And then you can actually add in. So I'm going to add in Ponchatoula, which is the next city over that we do service often in Tangi, and then hit next. Now it's going to ask, how much money do you want to spend? $6.10 a day for $185 a month. Then you can switch it. You can do a slider. You can do as little or as more as you want. What I suggest is run ads for a small amount to begin with so you can test, tweak. Now, once you've got something that looks like it's working good, go in there and raise your budget. So I'm going to spend $9 a day for $275 a month. This is asking if you want to get conversion tracking. I'm going to skip for now, obviously. For the sake of this video, there we go. We're done. Our ad is running. Well, it's in review, but it will be running shortly. That's it. That's a Google ad. I'm going to pause this because I don't really want to run that ad. And we're out of here. I have pretty good success with Google ads, or to put that differently, well worth the money, well worth the money. That's it. All right, there you go. Google ads. Pretty simple, right? Just words, just typing. You don't have all the crazy fancy stuff that the Facebook ads can give you with the pictures and the, carousel and share to Instagram and all that. But at the same time, when you have just words, it's easy to overcomplicate that. So again, set yourself a low budget, just dink with it, see what happens. Google ads require some background work because obviously you got to have a website, but B, you got to have your Google My Business profile set up. So the tandem of Facebook/Instagram stuff and Google stuff work very well in tandem. What I've seen too is it almost keeps you relevant. So if I Google some of my own keywords that I have ads running for, I won't pop up for those straight up unless I'm running an ad. So it helps keep me relevant. Yes, it makes money, and obviously it pays for itself, most good marketing does, but it just kind of keeps you relevant on Google. Facebook, a lot different because it's going to show you that ad everywhere, and I mean everywhere. You're going to have that ad go through and show on people's feed, right? And they'll see that second frame. I'll be on this side. They'll see that second frame, that first word's real important, and to slide. They're going through Marketplace, that ad's going to pop in Marketplace. That's where my ads do the best. So I try to make them look like badass Marketplace posts, right? But then they can swipe and see more stuff, so you get a little bit of an extra oomph. It's going to show in stories. It's going to show on Instagram. It goes anywhere and everywhere that Facebook touches, and you can go see the printout, if you will, of how you did on there. I've got one running right now where the first one's a video. It's not been so great. I'm going to switch back to just a picture. But this stuff's always going to be my favorite, man. This stuff right here is always going to be my favorite because this goes to somebody who actually used you. This shows you're dead serious about your business because you got a badass looking hat made. Same goes for magnets that are on the truck. Same goes for any other physical thing you do. Sets you apart to your clients, the ones you actually have. Yes, client acquisition is important. Yes, this does help for that. But realistically, it strengthens your business when you do cool things like remember me forever, put me on your beer fridge. Just being real, dude. Marketing for Bounce House business is a must, and I hope you enjoyed. Later. Cool, so I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. The community around this YouTube channel has been absolutely incredible. Get my blanket off here. And just being real. I started this project as a way to just help others because that's what I love to do and just kind of get out there and mentor. The amount of DMs I get on Instagram, Facebook Messenger, messages I get, messages to the Jump Off Facebook page, texts, phone calls, from people that have watched my videos that want some advice or want my help is just absolutely humbling to no end. So thank you very much. If you loved this video or any of this cool stuff that I make, please go make some of your own, but also give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, hit the bell if you love me that much. And one love. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Don't say comments so many fucking times. It's been too long since I made a video. There's lots of other stuff you can do too that you think is a good idea. So I had this made on Etsy long time ago. Clipboard, right? I put every single contract on this. I'm at the client's house all the time. I'm like, what a badass idea, right? I had this idea back in the day, refer 5 friends, get a free rental. It didn't work out. But so I made this. This was custom made. It cost me like $40. It was a terrible idea because every time you go to somebody's house, their contract is right in front of the logo. It's a total waste. But nonetheless, I just like to experiment with it, because it's just a cool idea. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, so I could have my own thing. I could make my own hats and shirts and kind of have my own thing to rep. And so I just experiment. The beer koozies have been a pretty good hit. It just kind of depends on whatever works. The amount of stuff I've tried that was dumb or the amount of truck magnets I bought that were too small, it kind of wastes a little bit of money, but at the same time it doesn't because you've got something that's going to generate you business as you roll down the highway. It's going to pay itself back in no time, all right? But anyways, as always, thanks for watching.